Welcome everyone to the exclusive Robinhood for Web application. I'm going to give you a walkthrough today to show you all the new features, or at least the current features of Robinhood for Web. I know that there's no other video out there on YouTube that I could find going over the web and showing the new platform. So I know all of you Robinhood users will be interested in the new web platform and just giving you another tool for your arsenal to complete trades. So let's take a look here. Again, they just announced option trading with Robinhood. None of those features are yet available on the web app, of course. So we'll go through, we'll see what's available. Currently, this app is still in beta. It'll be released fully next year, so early 2018. I did not do anything special to get into the application. I basically just tried logging in and I was able to get in. So ultimately, I'm nothing special, or I don't have anything to do with Robinhood specifically besides just being a user. I've been a customer of theirs for 3 years. So December of 2014 is when I opened my account, and although my accounts fluctuated as far as how much I have invested in at one time. I go back and forth between different brokers, but ultimately I'm starting to focus a lot more on Robinhood now, and swing positions, few day trades here and there, and I'm very interested in the options that will be featured here early 2018 as well. So of course we'll get into it. What you see is really very similar to the app layout. It looks very, app-like. You've got your history here right in front of you, so you can see exactly where you're at on the day. So you can see I've had a decent day, just small gains in a very small account at this point. I'll save my trades for another day, but not the best trading today, but Twitter has been treating me very, very good here. So as you see on the right side, your current watch list and your current portfolio. So you see I've got Guild, Twitter, and Under Armour. On the watch list, I added Apple just to kind of give a preview of what it is when you have apps on or stocks on your actual watch list. Again, overview, just some recommendations and again, current news. We'll take a look into, so we'll use Apple just because Apple's popular. But first and foremost, let me go back here. As you can see on the main, when you need to search for a stock, just Facebook. So you get into Facebook here, and immediately on the right side, you can basically make your purchases. So, I can buy one share of Facebook, and if you need to select a specific order type, you've got your drop-down menu to go ahead and select. Otherwise, you can just review and submit or edit. Very simple, very straightforward. They've given us some new info, at least nothing that I've seen on the app recently. But when you click on this little percentage, it says 91% of the analysts agree Facebook is a buy. That's pretty cool. I guess this is something I just noticed scanning through, talking right this second, was 67,716 people own Facebook on Robinhood. That's pretty crazy. And that's pretty cool. So I'll show you another cool feature here, but we see here, of course, we've got the typical app information. And again, the charts are very similar to what we've seen. I think today we'll just keep the overview as far as what this web app provides, but it'd be kind of cool to make another video at some point on really what would be great to be, I guess you could say other features that Robinhood could build upon for its users. Okay, so below, again, just typical fundamental information that we will see about the stock, and then different tags, and we'll click on one of those tags in a minute here. Again, news specifically, I'm assuming Facebook is all part of these different news stories there. One thing that I really do like, though, about this is the price paid on Robinhood. This will give you, so the average price that those 97,000 or 67,000 people purchased Facebook at was $151. As we can see, the stock is 20% higher right now. That is pretty awesome. It kind of gives you an idea of really what if you're somebody who likes to, technical analysis, for instance, we can go up to, let's go up to Twitter, because I seen this in Twitter earlier. So Twitter, the average price paid on Twitter is $20.51. The, no, that wasn't it. 52-week high. Shows you where the 52-week high, 24.57. That wasn't exactly what I wanted to show. Let me pull this one up. Aha, this was it. Okay, so Under Armour. So the current price is 36% lower than the average price paid from Robinhood users, which is $24.49. And there's been 16,000 people that own Under Armour. So that gives you an idea, like when you are actually looking at the chart and you're wondering where there might be some resistance, it could be that the majority of people who have purchased Under Armour on Robinhood are actually underwater. And as it moves to that price point, you can see some folks just getting out that have been holding that stock and, trying to just make up some of those losses. Now, scrolling, we'll just stay on Under Armour here. Scrolling below, you'll see the analyst rating. Basically, you've got 14% saying it's a buy, 31% saying it's a hold, 56% saying it's a sell. Whether that means anything to you, so be it. It's still, I think, even if you're more of a technical analysis trader, it's still good information to have some of those fundamentals, right? The more odds you can stack in your favor, the better that stock may do. So that it's always good to have that. Of course, the earnings, which we see on the app, and just some of the history of your buying and selling. Okay, so that's where we at. And then below, of course, people also bought, other recommendations. So, it really, now that I am into this stock, actually, let's see, you could actually just want to sell one, and then you can sell the stock itself, or you can sell with a limit order, stop loss order, stop limit order, etc. But that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a very basic, very simplified interface, which is really just what Robinhood's about. There's nothing fancy to it. When you go up here and you click on home, it's just going to obviously take you back to the main page. But notifications, it's cool. You can really just kind of see what's happened. Twitter sold, purchase, Twitter sold, etc. Account information, I'll skip actually pulling it up because it'll show my info. So basically it's just going to display, your banking summary, your history, your statements. So you can basically access your banking, your history, your statements, your portfolio value, your buying power. So the typical stuff that, is under your account information on the iPhone app. Nothing fancy, nothing extra, nothing different. Same old thing. But you get the gist of it. It's a very simplified interface. Okay, we want to buy, let's see, we want to buy GoPro, right? Pull up GoPro, and it's a quick 10, review, submit buy. So in my personal, I guess you could say my personal use, because earlier this morning, I did actually use the web app to sell out of Under Armour, and then I bought some Twitter. So the web app works fine, works quick. I feel like I can submit orders much faster than I can if I was actually using the phone app. And I prefer to be able to quickly, just pull up any of my current positions and sell off if need. Okay, so the next feature that I want to highlight is the Show More feature. So right on the main page, again, they have recommendations of stocks that you may be interested in, and you can scroll. Maybe you'll find one that you like. Ultimately, you can just click Show More. And the really cool part about Show More is there's kind of a filter built in, almost like a stock scanner type filter. I really have not played with it, so this will be the first time I'm really looking into it, besides just kind of stumbling across it earlier, but I didn't have time to really get my hands on it. So we can see on the right side, let's see. Oh, yep, I can drag this over, and it's going to show me stocks within up to $40, or I can just click 15 to 50, etc. That's really cool. It's a pretty cool little scanner. Change over, a month, a day, a month. Let's look at something more like a year. And we'll do stocks that are rising. We'll switch to stocks that are falling. Okay, so GoPro, Fitbit, GE, Snap, Under Armour, top ships. And so that's cool. Some of these stocks that are rising. A lot of your typicals, right? Analyst rating, 50% or higher. So popularity. It looks like the most popular stock owned, let's see, rising over the last year is Apple. Let's take a look at Apple. 103,000 people own Apple at an average price of $143.87. Right now it's $176. So majority of, or the average person on Robinhood is currently up on Apple. That's cool. That's awesome. That's really cool to see. That kind of gives you an idea, where you're at in line. Let's take a look at Microsoft. 67,000. Average price is 72. Still 19% higher than current. So really cool stuff. Yeah, pretty awesome. So again, that show more feature really goes into some specifics. It looks like they may have some type of algorithm that chooses stocks based on, because it says because you own Twitter, more trades than usual, because you own UAA. So that may have something to do with ultimately some of the stocks that we're seeing. Let's take a look over the change of a day. Yeah, I mean, we get a lot of the typicals, so there may not be nothing too detailed. Actually, let's take a look at Square. Let's see what the average price. So 48,000 people own Square at an average price of $34.07. Actually, not too far off the average on Twitter. So that's pretty cool. So a really cool web app. I think you can find it very useful. This is your sneak peek. So again, thanks everyone for tuning in, for being able to allow me to share this with you. Again, I'm not even sure we're supposed to share it. I just logged in, so be it. But I think it's cool. It'll build some excitement, and I think it's something that will change the game for a lot of us who want to use Robinhood and be just a little bit more faster on our executions, and at the same time free up our phone for other things that we can use our phone for like talking on it, right? Yeah, right. So everyone enjoy. Please give a like, a thumbs up, subscribe. I'm going to be making some more videos. I really want to go over some other platforms that you can use. I know if you're not into Robinhood charts, I definitely have a really awesome free solution that you can get into. Okay, so below in the description, I'm going to put a link in there. It's going to be for those of you who have not signed up for Robinhood. If you have not signed up for Robinhood, please click the link in the description and you can sign up for free, obviously. And when you do sign up, you will get a free share of stock. It could be Apple, literally, $170 something stock for free. It could be Under Armour. It could be that one share of Under Armour is actually what I receive for free for referring somebody. So you get a free share of stock. I get a free share of stock. It's a win-win. So click that link if you have not yet subscribed. Make sure that after you sign up that you get on the options waiting list if you know how to trade options, and you get on the Robinhood for Web list as well, so you can make sure that your name's in there so you can get access as soon as that's available to you. So again, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe, please like, and we'll see you on the next video.